What's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so Memo600 obviously woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, man. He is going out and dissing everybody who's been talking stuff about his move when he went down to Savannah, man. He's going at Quando Rondo. He's talking about or responding allegedly to Tay 600 or Tay Capone, whatever you want to call him, man. I know his name switched around when he left 600. Now, he's also talking about folks like, man, Benzo, man, who also spoke out against him, man. He's talking about everybody. And he's just putting it out there in a couple of blank posts and letting folks know that he's all about that action. So if anybody got a problem with what he did, man, they can come to the source. Now, these ain't my words. These are his words, and we're going to get into the specifics. But before we do that, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. And, man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, so Memo600 is not feeling all this reaction heat that he's been getting online, man. All these folks clapping back, talking stuff about the fact that he went out to Savannah to rep for none other than King Von, man, sat on the Savannah sign and let Quando Rondo and them know it was up. Now, dude basically went on a tirade on social media this morning, man. He dropped post after post after post, and he's responding to a lot of people, man. Even though he doesn't name them specifically, he does say some things that let you know who he's talking about allegedly, right? So he's talking about Quando Rondo. He's responding to Tay Capone. He's also responding to Benzo, I believe, man. So, man, let's go through each one of these posts one by one. But one thing about Memo600, for those of you who don't know, man, Memo600 is a Chicago drill rapper who has really been on his grind since about 2018 with getting some real big songs out there. We talking about Steppers, huh? And then we talking about none other than the song that introduced the world pretty much to King Von, or I should say the video that really put King Von out there, which is called Exposing Me. Now, dude has had a relatively good run as a Chicago drill artist, man. Folks don't get it, man, that these cats have some big followings on their own and usually have a lot of video views and a lot of, man, regional hits that do pretty well, man. They take care of themselves pretty well. They still stay regional. It's one of those things where, you know, they got fans all over the place, but you really got to be a fan of drill music to understand and know who they are. And thanks to videos like this, man, folks out there are getting exposure, and they really learning about these cats firsthand. And because, you know, of the tragedy that took place about a month ago. Now, Memo600, I'm just catching y'all up. He basically, man, went to Savannah, and he went to what everybody believed was the home of, or excuse me, the hood of Lul Tim and Quando Rondo. He posted up, shot a music video, and the music video was for a song called Duck Yo Show. So if you get all the double meanings behind that, Duck Yo Show is a play on the fact that Quando Rondo basically can't do any shows right now, and they've been getting shut down. And then, you know, he's using, you guys get it. And I like to choose my words carefully because, man, some meanings, man, I don't want people to think too far in and then it cause another negative reaction. Because in all realness, man, we're dealing with real situations. We're dealing with cats who really in these streets and really about that action. Like, that's 100% for real. And I don't want people to get lost on those facts. Now, what is for fact is Memo, man, went on a posting tirade this morning, man. To my knowledge, he could still be posting, man, or going live or anything, man. Once he does, man, I'll let you know what he says or whatever, because, you know, I stay in the business, man, and I keep it up. But, man, this is the very first post that he posted right here. Memo starts off confirming a lot of the things I said in previous videos. He said this, you know, verbatim. He said, a fun fact, if I was looking for the singing Goofy, y'all wouldn't even knew I was there. Let's get that out first, then laughing emojis. I came to shoot a video in his city and make y'all skin boil. And look what I did. Laughing emojis, black hearts, black feet, you know what he means. And then OTF. Now, in that post, he's basically saying that, you know, if he was really looking for Quando Rondo, and who he claims to be the Goofy, allegedly if he was looking for Quando Rondo. We don't know if he means Quando Rondo specifically. I'm definitely assuming right here. But if he was talking about Quando Rondo, that's who he's targeting this at. And he's saying that basically if he was looking for him, you know, he wouldn't even let it be known. He wouldn't put it on camera or whatnot, which is what a lot of people said, man. Tay Capone or Tay 600, whatever you want to call him, he said that point as well. He said that, what's up with all this camera stuff, man, and cats not it's supposed to be doing stuff. He made that point. And then also, man, other folks have said that same exact thing. But Tay 600 or Tay Capone, whatever, man, we just gonna call him Tay 600. That's how I know him. You know what I mean? And he was the most vocal, and he said this right here.
So, all this social media shit, folk, this shit ain't no gangster shit, folk. You niggas aren't planning on killing nothing doing all this on BD. That's every time you go live or do any internet shit responding about this situation. That's all y'all showing people, folk, on folks in them grave.
And you heard right there from Tay 600's own mouth that, man, he just ain't buying it. He wasn't buying it with everybody going online and stuff. And he's got a good point, man, because nobody, unless you're the world's dumbest criminal, would do that. You know what I'm saying? Would post up as soon as something goes online, everybody's watching. So, man, the idea that something crazy would happen or somebody going to someone else's town to bust a move, man, it is highly unlikely. I'll say that. In the next post, Memo said this. He said, I came at 9 p.m. at night, normally outside hours. I know my block don't go in at 9 with a laughing emoji. And what he's doing is he's just trying to refute those claims of people saying that he went there at 4 a.m. and he was pulling a troll move just like the other rapper, who used to do troll moves a couple years ago. And he's basically saying there he was there at 9 and all cats are usually on the block at 9. His next post was aimed specifically at those cats from Chicago who have been speaking out against his recent actions. And he said this specifically. He said, all you cats from the rack talking, no, I'll pull up on your mama crib on my brother. So, man, there ain't no mincing of those words. He's basically letting it be known that he's about what he says and, man, he'll do what he got to do. Now, I don't know if he should be putting that out there, man, because, it's already a situation where you have an enemy or somebody that you're going against from another rap crew who's, out of state. Why create inner turmoil where you live at? It just doesn't make sense to me. But a lot of cats have been speaking on him and sneak dissing him about going to Savannah or whatever and pulling up saying it was a goofy move. So, man, he felt at liberty to say something back. Now, this is the final post I'm going to discuss because the other ones are pretty self-grandizing and making him seem like the most chosen one in the rap game since sliced bread, man, which is pretty crazy. But we're going to talk about this right here. He said this specifically. He said, all eyes on me like I'm Pac. Nah, I'm the one they tried to hide from the media on Waldo, and fire emojis. So basically saying that cats have been sleeping on him and, he's sort of like Pac of this generation or, like Pac. But, man, he's got to remember that, man, most people who make a comparison to themselves and Tupac, man, sometimes it doesn't end up well with them. And to be honest, what that post told me, that last one, is that, man, he was actually woke up feeling himself as well, man. Now, he's obviously getting a lot of attention from this situation. And, man, hopefully he can manifest that into something positive. Maybe turn the message around and, man, quit with all this talking about stepping on other people and, going at the ops or whatnot, especially online, man, when cats know that that's definitely not the deal. Now, Memo's music speaks for itself, and he's been having a good run in this hip-hop thing. But for what I'm seeing, man, he's getting a lot caught up in the publicity behind this situation with Quando Rondo, and eventually something's going to come to a head, and hopefully nothing comes to a head. Now, with that, this been your boy Big. Oh, hold up, man. Before we get to that, what do you guys think? Do you think that Memo600 has every right in the world to clap back at everybody who's been talking mess to him for the last 48 hours? Or did he open that door up as soon as he put all that on social media and busted that move? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.